Hey folks, so today I want to show you how to use the statistics section to do what I like to call chessboard farming, right? So the statistics section is a really good way to look at an entire farm area at that 10,000 foot level and really spot the areas within a specific neighborhood or city that might be the most fruitful. So when you go to the stats section, right, I like to do the area search, right? So we can look at the area as a whole. So for example, we're in LA. Let's go ahead and let's look at a city like, let's do Monrovia today. So we'll do Monrovia as our city. Okay, single family residences and condos. Now, area type. This is very important. They should have actually worded it group type, right? Because this is how we actually want the properties grouped. So I always suggest to agents group them by a carrier route, right? Because then that opens up the door to talk about every door direct marketing. This makes sure all of the properties are close together. So it has a lot of different benefits for grouping them by carrier route. Now here on the right hand side, you can go ahead and start to put in some parameters. For example, if you're looking for a specific turnover ratio, or if you're looking for a specific average years owned. But for the sake of our presentation here, we're going to go ahead and leave all of those blank. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit search. So right now it's going to run a count of all the different single family residences and condo mail routes within Monrovia. So as you can see here, right, each of these is not an actual record, it's an actual mail route. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scoot my table over here to the left. Okay, so as I begin to scroll here above each of these different mail routes, you're going to see on the left hand side it highlights it in green, so you know exactly where the mail route is. And here on the right hand side, you can see all of the different top level stats for each of the mail routes. So for example, number one, number of units, right? This lets us know how many actual properties are within that specific mail route, how many sales there have been in the last 12 months, what the turnover ratio is per mail route, right? Average sales price, the average years owned, and then the non-owner occupied ratio, or as I like to say it, the amount of renters that are in that given area. So again, right, so if you have an agent that's looking to farm in Monrovia but wants to farm high-end properties, right, we can look at the average price. Bingo, right? Here's the average sales price for this mail route, over $1 million. That's how easy we can help an agent find one. Or maybe you have an agent that's looking for a mail route that has the longest average years owned, right? So we can go to this column here and look for this one, 19.9, almost 20 years, right? On everybody in that mail route, right, which is 360 people on average owns their home for about 20 years. Or maybe you have an agent that wants to focus on turnover ratio, and again, right, we can look for the turnover ratio that he wants, or maybe he just wants the highest one, right? That'll be first here up here at the top. So for example, let's say you have the agent that says, great, show me how I can pull up all those properties in that $1 million mail route. All we have to do now is highlight our mouse on that one, click the select button. All right, and everybody remembers this white box, so we don't really need to do anything else. We just want all of the properties in that mail route, so all we have to do is hit get count. Okay, it's going to go ahead and pull them all up for us. All right, and when it does that, all right, we have our 347. All we do is download and view records. Okay, so when that happens, you're going to be able to see on the left hand side all of the actual properties plotted within the actual mail route. As you can see, how they are all together, just like that, right? Starting from 1 to 100, all the way up to 347. And from here, we can go ahead and export them again to labels, a 6-line farm, or basically a CSV file. So this is how we do a little bit of what we like to call chessboard farming using the stats section. Thanks, guys.